Here we are, my first property, 6918 Christina. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage built in the 1980s. I think it's around 1,500 square feet. As you can see, the last people that were in here were quite messy about the way they live. But actually this looks pretty good compared to other places I've seen. This place has a lot of foundation issues. I'm gonna have to get the foundation looked at, and I think there might be some plumbing problems as well. But the purchase price was just too good to pass up. The numbers work nicely, and this is a numbers game. Okay, so we're looking at the living room from the kitchen. You can see this flooring they got here. It looks like they might have just put it on top of some old flooring and just went with it. These French doors are actually duct taped closed. Poor man's way of addressing foundation issues. You can see here in the ceiling there's some cracks. There's some terrible wallpaper all over the place. Here's a close-up of what that looks like. In the kitchen here, we're going to keep these cabinets, clean them up, but we're going to change the countertops, new stove here, new hood. Thing's pretty ancient, probably the original. Another terrible countertop. This kitchen sink's going to go away, a new one's coming in. You can see there's some damage on there, but I think a refinish, we can pretty much salvage that. You can see here underneath this flooring is this old vinyl flooring, so that's why I think they just layered it on. This is a little buffet area right by the formal dining. I don't know what kind of pets they had, but they were just kind of interesting. A little space up there, I didn't even notice that. And if you pan straight up, there's some foundation problems. You can just follow that crack. Over here by the door, there's actually some good separation right there. This is looking down the hallway. Every square inch of this carpet is destroyed. We're going to pull that up, and we're going to have flooring put down, laminate flooring, and then carpet in the bedrooms. This is the laundry room. Kitchen, bathrooms, laundry room will have tile. Those are going to be replaced. We're going to keep these cabinets. They're pretty decent. And of course, we're going to clean out the dryer vent. Don't want a fire there. Here's the kind of the hallway. One bonus is the water heater and the air conditioner are pretty new in this place. So someone put a little bit of investment here in this bathroom. New flooring, new toilet, new countertop sink, that's going away. Hopefully we can salvage that mirror. There'll be new lights up there. This tub looks like a wreck, huh? Well, we're going to give it a cleaning and see how, or we'll replace all this hardware here, but after we clean it, I'm going to try to decide if they can come back in and glaze it. I think that's about $500. So here's one of the bedrooms. Again, the carpet bombed out. We got a broken window over here. Of course, the whole house is going to be painted, so you don't really have to care too much about walls. There's a hole up there, and this bar here is kind of sagging. And it's got this tiny fan. We're going to replace the fan. Put in nice fans. All the fans are going to match. All the hardware in the house is going to be converted to silver, nickel, satin kind of finish. This person liked to put holes in the wall, I guess. And the walls are just awfully dirty to go with the dirty carpets. I just don't know how some people live in this kind of environment. For some reason the wall plate's missing, and over here there's punctured. Oh hey, you don't need a doorknob. Check that out. Okay, so for the pièce de résistance, the master bedroom here. I guess that's animal fur, I'm not sure. It's got an interesting paint scheme. Looks like they just didn't want to move their furniture, so they just painted around it. That's the only thing I can think of. And then over here, they kind of did the same thing. Oh, well, we should have moved that furniture. Here's a clear sign of foundation problems right there. If you see something that big, that's a pretty good gap. Foundation fixes are in your future. They had a plumbing issue, and they used that to access the pipe for the feed to the toilet. Here is the master bath. That old vinyl flooring here, you can see, I don't know if you can see that. Let's zoom in here. There is a slab crack right here, and if you step on this side, you can feel that it is dropping off bad. There's some cracks there. There's a humongous crack up here, and here's the whole bath area. We're gonna have this one glazed for sure, because baths get sell houses and they interest tenants, so we want the bath environment to look very nice. These sinks, countertops, whole thing's going away. We're gonna have a new toilet as well, new hardware, new vanities. Get rid of these. They recommended getting rid of these mirrors because they're expensive to replace, and when things break, the whole point of this cash flow game is to make money, and you don't want to have little expenses pop up like that. Also replacing this fan. Well, that's pretty much my tour of my first house. Took me about 6 months to buy it. Pretty exciting. I think I'm gonna really enjoy this real estate business. And I'll check back in when some of the work's done. I'll stop by, run a new video, and just see how much $20,000 roughly in repairs can completely change a property. Thanks for watching. Bye.